Hey everybody, how's it going? I received a message asking what comes in the Iron Hand Space Marine Squad box, and I decided I'd do a video to show you, like a box opening essentially, of what comes in the kit. Now, of course, you get your plastic Tactical Squad kit that comes with the Space Marine Iron Hands squad, which is cool, so you can make a full squad of Iron Hands with this box. It's not like a thing of 5 or anything. And then you get a bunch of pewter bits to make Iron Hand specific looking stuff. You get legs, heads, chest pieces, bolters, shoulder pads, and a thunder hammer. And I'll show you them in detail. Now, we'll start with these shoulder pads. You get essentially 4 different types of shoulder pads. You get these types, which look pretty cool. And then my personal favorites are these types. So yeah, those are the shoulder pads you get. Again, in pewter. This kit makes a hybrid plastic pewter model, which is kind of annoying to put together, but the end result looks nice. It'd be better if it was pure plastic, but hey, we can't ask for miracles here. Then you get bolter arms. So the bolter fell off this kit, this one, but you get a hand and a bionic arm to hold this bolter, which is pretty cool. And the bolter looks a little different too. And then you get, where's the other one? Second bolter arm, which is a little different. This one has a bionic arm holding the bolter in like a clamp type apparatus. And then the other complementing arm to hold onto the bolter. So that's cool. So you get 2 different bolters to kind of like vary it up a bit in the squad. You get heads, which is nice. You get, this is the back of the heads. That's not very helpful. From what I see here, well, I can remember, I think you get 4 heads. You get these type of heads, bionic enhancements everywhere on the helmets and whatnot, and you get these heads. So that's pretty cool. Then you get chest fronts. You usually glue onto the backs. This one is, I think, one of the plainer ones, or more like a generic trooper wear it, I think, if I can ever get it to stay in my hand and come into focus. Actually, this is more of like a sergeant one. It's got the a cogged skull with wings, so that's pretty cool. And then the second chest piece in the front is this one. This is more of like a generic plain one, but again, it still looks cool and techy. So that's the bolters, the heads, the chest pieces, the shoulder pads. Then you get the legs. 2 different legs. You get one like this, which is very bionic-y. One full bionic leg, and the other one kind of half bionic, which is cool. Goes with their whole theme. And then you get a second leg, which has got like a talon-like foot on one side that's bionic, which is kind of cool, and bionics on the other leg. There it focuses. There we go. So that's pretty cool too. And lastly, you get a thunder hammer, an Iron Hand thunder hammer, which is cool. However, tactical squads cannot take thunder hammers anymore. So you can't use this as your sergeant's weapon, but you can use it in other squads or as a captain's weapon or something like that. And it looks cool. So that's the entire squad box. You can use it obviously to represent Iron Hands, as is its intention, or represent your own chapter, to represent like a chapter more in line with the Mechanicum, or another one of the Mechanicum-esque chapters that Games Workshop has put out officially. Maybe one of the Iron Hand successor chapters, for example, or I can't remember the name of the other Mechanicum-esque ones. I can't remember them offhand, but they are out there. Like the Steel Brethren, for example. I think it's the Steel Brethren, or the Iron Brethren, something like that. Or represent your own chapter who's got ties to Mechanicum, or just a lot of tech replacements and bionic enhancements. So that's the entire kit. It is pewter, so you can't use plastic glue to put it together, obviously. You'll have to use super glue or Zap-A-Gap. One thing to keep in mind, some tips, because I did put together, I don't have the squad done at all, but in various stages of completion, I got one Chaos Thousand Suns Marine squad in the works, and that includes gluing their chest fronts to their plastic backs. They have pewter chest fronts as well. And you're going to have to do some drilling a little bit into the back, a little bit of filing and whatnot to get it to fit kind of flush. Even then, you might still get some gaps, which you could fill with green stuff or wait, or just like dry fit it together to see if they'll become really noticeable. More often than not, any potential gaps won't be very noticeable because they'll be in where the head would go or where the arms connect, so you won't really see it once you glue it together. So yeah, that's just some advice for putting together something like this hybrid. Also, if you're not one to varnish your models normally, like I don't really do a matte varnish on plastic because the paint stays rather well. I do stuff with the decals, of course. You might want to matte varnish anybody who has at least the bits, if not the entire model, of things that are a plastic hybrid, because it is pewter, and pewter does like to flake paint off it easier. Also, talking about transfers, there are no Iron Hand specific transfers offered through Games Workshop. You do get their their shoulder pads, which is nice, which I don't think you can order from their website specifically, unfortunately. They got other shoulder pads, but I don't think they have Iron Hand shoulder pads to buy, which is unfortunate. But you get the Iron Hand stuff with the box, so you're fine. There, like I said, there is no decals for the other shoulder, for their clan markings or any designation that they do. So for that, you either have to freehand that or just put the Tactical Squad transfer slide on there or whatnot. It'll look fine either way. Even if you kind of leave it blank, it should look okay. So no real worries there. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this unboxing of this type of kit. I suggest it highly for Iron Hands, obviously, and if you're gonna want extra bits for conversion potential, because they are pretty cool bits. So that's pretty much it. One thing I will say is these legs, you've used these legs, maybe one of the chest pieces and one of the shoulder pads, and then you put a Chaplain style skull head on top, or a bionic faceplate, like one of the heads that are half bionic. You just see the unhelmeted head, the bare head with the half bionic face. You do that with one of these legs, either one will suffice. One of these legs, one of these shoulder pads, the unhelmeted head that has half a bionic face, a chest piece from here, and then you make your own Crozius Arcanum, and you can make a good count-size Chaplain Cassius for the Iron Hands thing, as an Iron Father type of thing. You don't really have chaplains, but you could call him Iron Father, whatever, and just use a count-size rule. And with all of these bionic enhancements and stuff, you can use that to represent the toughness 6 that he has. Just one idea, if you're going to use the generic Space Marine Codex to play Iron Hands, which a lot of people do. So that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed my little ramble and that little conversion idea for Cassius, or however you pronounce his name. And until next time, take it easy.